Hey everyone, thanks for joining my video today. My name is Fabian Rodriguez. I'm an IT admin at Recast Software. Today I'm going to be showing us how to create a Win32 application and deploy it with Microsoft Intune. So what is a Win32 application? It's essentially a program written for the Windows operating system. And this allows us to both manage Win32 and 64-bit architectures, and we can use different file types such as MSIs, .exes, etc. So let's dive into this video and create a Win32 app and deploy it with Microsoft Intune. So before we get started, let's go over some of the prereqs. In order for us to deploy a Win32 application, we need a Windows 10 version 1607 or later license on an Enterprise, Pro, or Education. And then we'll also need to make sure that we have an enrolled device in an Intune, whether it's intra-joined or intra-hybrid joined. And something else to note is the max Windows application size is 30 gigabytes. And lastly, we're going to need to download the Windows 32 Content Prep tool. Let's head over and download that tool. And I'll have that link available as well for you all to use. So here, we'll want to click on Code on the top right. And let's download the zip file. Great. So let's go ahead and download that. And let's extract this. And the tool that we're going to need will be inside this folder. And it'll be the intunewin app util. Great. So let's go ahead and copy that. And in this case, I'm going to create a folder in my C drive called Win32. And this is where we're going to add that intunewin application, but we're also going to have to add two other components to this. The first one is going to be the source folder. This is where our MSI or .exe applications will reside. And then the next one is going to be our output folder. This is going to be the folder where, the intunewin app util will work its magic and convert our MSIs or .exes into intunewin apps. So great. Now that we have that, let's go ahead and find an application to package. In my case, I'm going to use node.js. So here, let's go ahead and grab an older version of node.js. We can see that it's running for Windows on a 64-bit architecture. So go ahead and download that. Great. So let's find that in our files. And I'm going to copy this application, and then I'm going to head back to our WinPrep32 folder. And we'll add this into the source folder. Great. So now let's head back to our WinPrep32 folder, and let's open the intunewin app util application as an administrator. Here we can see this command prompt looking tool show up, and that's all right. So I'm just going to make this a little bigger for you all to see. Perfect. So here it's asking to please specify the source folder. This is going to need the path for our source folder in which we created here. Let's go ahead and copy that. Copy that again. Copy. We'll add that here. Perfect. And now we're going to need this. We need to specify the setup file. In this case, it's going to be our node.js application. And I'm going to use the properties to copy this text so I don't have any typos. So we'll add that there, and then we also need to add the extension type. So in my case, it's going to be an MSI. And we're going to need the output folder. So that's going to be the folder we created inside the WinPrep32 folder. Here, let's click on output, and let's copy this file path. Perfect. So now it's asking us, do you want to specify a catalog folder? And we'll say no. And the tool is working its magic. Perfect. And now in our output folder, we see our intunewin file available for us to use. So now that we have that, let's head over to Microsoft Intune. We'll head over to our apps section and we'll select Windows under our by platform. So let's click on add, and our add type on the right over here, we'll want to select on Windows App Win32. Perfect. And let's select our app package file. This is going to be inside of that output folder. So let's go over to our C drive, WinPrep32, and output. Cool. And here we go. Perfect. Nice. And we can see this available now. And I'm just going to add a few different things here. You can add whatever you want, but I'm just going to add this version so that the user or the admin can tell what application version this is. And another thing we'll need to fill out is the publisher. I'm just going to put node.js here. And if you want to add a logo, you can. I already have it downloaded, so I'm going to add that as well. Perfect. So now let's click on next. And the nice thing about the MSI is it does have the install and uninstall commands already pre-filled. So we'll click next, and then we'll want to set up our requirements for our operating system architecture. We'll do 64-bit. In the minimum operating system, we can do Windows 10 20H2. Perfect. So let's look at the detection rules. Here we'll want to select on manually configure detection rules. Click on add. And on the rule type, we'll want to select MSI. And again, the nice thing about this MSI is that it already has the information pre-filled. And we'll click OK. Perfect. So we won't have any dependencies and we won't do any supersedings. So we'll click on next. And here, let's assign our assignments. I'm going to actually add this to all users. So, and some other information here, we can show all toast notifications and try to make it available as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and deploy this application. Great. So now the application is being created and we can head over to our end user's device. I'll run a quick sync, and then I'm going to open up the end user's computer to take a look at the end user experience for them. Now we'll just wait for the application to fall into the company portal so we can go ahead and install it. Great. Now that we let that run for a little bit, we can see that node.js and our 20.18.1 version is available for us to download in the company portal. So we'll go ahead and install this. And I'll open up Control Panel in the meantime. That way we can see if this application does successfully install. And we'll minimize this company portal application and open up Control Panel to track its progress. It should also give us a toast notification once it's complete. Perfect. And we can see that it's downloading and installing that version. Awesome. We can see that it has already installed successfully. So let's go ahead and double check here. Trust but verify, always. So as we can see, node.js has been uploaded and we can see that it's the 20.18.1 version. So now, really quick, I'm going to show us how to supersede this older application in case there's a security vulnerability or if there's an application that needs to be updated for the newest features, or your security team is reaching out, hey, we need to update this application. So I already did the legwork of packaging the updated application. You can follow the video from the beginning up to this point to package that application again. The steps are the same. But let me show you how we would supersede this application on the Intune side once we have that packaged app. So let's head over to Intune and let's go back to our apps section. We'll go back to Windows And as we can see, we just have this 20.18 version, and we want to upgrade it to the latest version. So let's click on Add, App Type, Windows App Win32, and click Select. And let's select our app package file. And as I mentioned, I already did the legwork of grabbing that package and packaging it as an intunewin file. So that'll be available in my output folder. And we're going to need this 23.3 version, which is the latest version as of today. So we'll click OK. And I'm going to add the version number here so we can visually see it. Perfect. And then again, I'll add the logo since we already have it available. Perfect. We'll click Next. Oh, sorry, I forgot the publisher name. And as we can see, the install and uninstall command is already there. So we'll click on Next. And we'll click on 64-bit for the operating system architecture. And let's click on Windows 10 20H2 for the minimum operating system. And here we'll want to do manually configure detection rules for the format. And let's click on MSI. And again, we do have that MSI product code pre-filled. So it's going to look if this product code is already installed on your device, and if not, we'll move forward. So we won't have any dependencies, but this portion right here is really important. This is where we're going to supersede that old application and install the new version. So remember, we do have that node.js 20.18 version. So we'll want to select on that older app, and we have the option to either uninstall or keep the previous version. In my case, say my security team is reaching out that we need to update to the latest version of node.js and to uninstall the old version. So we'll actually uninstall this as well. So let's go ahead and click Next. In assignments, I'm not going to leave it up to the user to upload or download the latest version. You know, my security team is reaching out to me, the IT admin, so I will go ahead and require this to all users. And we can review and create. Perfect. So now we'll just wait and upload this application, and then we can head over to our end user's computer to see how this looks on their device. So on the end user's computer, and we can see that we currently still have that old version of node.js, the 20.18 version. So now let's head over and run a quick sync just to help this process. And remember, it's not going to be available for us to download because the IT admin is going to require this, making it download without any user intervention. Perfect. And we can see there on this notification that the Node 23 version is being uploaded and it's replacing the 20.18 application. And as I mentioned, without the user intervention. So now we'll let that run and we'll see what happens after we run that. So theoretically, we should get the 23 version, and we're going to remove this 20.18 version of node.js. Perfect. And we can see that the 20.18 version was uninstalled successfully. And voila, we have the new 23.3 version installed. But let's trust and verify. Let's go ahead and refresh our programs and features. Boom. We can see that we now have the 23 version of node.js. Ta-da! Thanks everyone.